Hi, and welcome to this video about the figure of 8 knot, also known as the Flemish knot. This knot is used widely in sailing and climbing. In sailing, it is mainly used as a stopper knot, so if you have a pulley or something, and you have a rope through it, you put a figure of 8 knot on the end, and then the rope won't pull through. So this is quite handy if you don't want to lose control over your sails. For climbing, it's mostly used in another configuration as a loop knot, but we will get to that in a bit. So how do you tie it then? Well, you start with making a loop like that. Then you make half a turn, so you go, this was over here, you go under the standing part, and then you go through the loop again. So this here makes a figure of 8 knot. Okay, so once again, you make some kind of loop like this, where they cross each other, the ropes. Take the working end under the standing part here. This is standing part, working end, and through. Okay, so once more. Over here, under, and through. Okay. Cross, under, and through. And then this knot you can make really fast if you train and practice. So when I do it, I usually take, if you end up like this, I take this part in my right hand, left hand, like that, and then I twist with my left hand. So see, I've created this loop. I go under with my right hand, and then through. And then you can make it really fast. So with practice anyway. Obviously, because I'm doing a video, I'm not succeeding as I normally can have. And also you can do some cool stuff with throwing this knot if you are very skilled. Okay, so that's the figure of 8 in a stopper knot configuration. If you want to make a loop, and you might want to make a loop when you're climbing because this knot is quite strong. It retains 70 to 80%, somewhere around there, of its strength compared to the rope's breaking strength. Compared to the bowline, which retains, I don't dare to say how much, but it's weaker anyway. It's sharper turns in that knot. Anyway, when you want to make a figure of 8 in a loop, you start with like this, a bite. And then you do exactly the same, like that, and that, and then you have a loop. And this is quite strong. Make sure you have a long end here when you're climbing so that it doesn't pull through. You should have enough rope here to make some kind of stopper knot, or some stop knot here. But you might not necessarily want to tie it. There's some difference in opinion on that. But you should have enough rope so that you would be able to. That's the main point. And then you can clip in whatever here. However, if you have a harness, then you might not clip in because you might want to tie this directly in your harness. And then you can't tie it like this. Then you have to do it in another way, which is usually done in climbing gyms. So you have to start somewhere around here maybe, because this takes a lot of rope. You make a normal figure of 8. Do you like that? You can see I have quite a lot of rope. This is not enough, I think. So I will take a little bit more that way. So this is normally the configuration you find in climbing gyms. You have a loose figure of 8 somewhere. And then you take this. Let's pretend I'm having my pulley here. Pull it through. And then you back thread it through, following the line like this. So it goes parallel here. It should look the same as when you tie it with a bite, but you have to do it the hard way. And as you can see, I probably have too short, yeah, I have not enough end here, so you have to have really long working end when you start. Okay, so the drawback of this knot, however, is that it can jam. When you're climbing, you're not too worried about that because you value your life more than the rope. It's such a safety critical thing. When you're sailing though, this is not a good knot because it's often a lot of loads, regularly a lot of loads on the ropes, and this will pull really tight, so usually use a bowline for that. The third application for this will be as a bend. So I will keep quite a loose knot here. Let's see if I can. As a bend then. Okay. The idea is to be basically the same when you are doing a loop. Basically take the other rope and back thread it. As you would with this if you're doing a loop. So like there. And then you have a figure 8 bend. And this is, it jams, so therefore it's not quite good, but it's quite good strength-wise, so this will hold. Given that you have enough ends left. However, on the internet, it seems like a lot of people confuse this knot with the the figure 8 offset knot. So the figure 8 offset knot, oh, hang on a minute. Figure 8 offset knot is when you take the two lines like this, and then you untie a figure 8. And this is really bad. This is also called the Euro death knot, because a lot of accidents have happened with this. The problem with this is, obviously, when you tie two ropes together like this, you want to put some tension in this direction, and then you can see what happens with knot. I will help it because I cannot put enough tension on it with my muscles, so it will tend to invert like that. And then even if you manage to get the first lap with enough ends here, this is still a figure 8. This here, even though it might not look properly like it, this is still a figure 8. So it can keep on doing this indefinitely. And somewhere, because you don't have infinitely long ropes, these will come loose and the ropes will pull apart. So this was a video about the figure 8 knots. Thanks for watching, and I see you in another video.